Social emotional learning, what it is and how to use it. First, we'll define SEL and then explain what it entails. Then we'll outline the 5 major components of SEL and explore what skills fall under each. Finally, we will address how SEL concepts and strategies can be applied and used in your tutoring sessions. Social and emotional learning is the process through which children and adults acquire and effectively apply the knowledge, attitudes, and skills necessary to understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions. This definition was taken from the Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning, which is a national organization that helps schools integrate SEL into their curriculums. SEL is important for many reasons, but most notably, SEL programs and techniques benefit academic achievement, public welfare, and individual well-being. For example, students involved in SEL programs scored 11% higher on standardized exams than their counterparts who did not have these programs implemented. Additionally, students who were taught SEL were less likely to be on public assistance and/or using public housing later on, and they had fewer legal altercations during young adulthood. Though quantifying something like emotional well-being can be difficult, students of SEL programs were less likely to have conduct problems and/or drug use issues, and they reported fewer experiences of emotional distress. The core components of SEL are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. Self-awareness is the ability to understand one's own emotions, thoughts, and values, and how they influence behavior across contexts. This includes the capacity to recognize one's strengths and limitations, and entails a well-grounded sense of confidence and purpose. Some strategies to encourage self-awareness include identifying and writing out your emotions, consciously thinking about your options in a given situation, and the effect of different possible outcomes. Reflecting on your student strengths and opportunities for growth as well as your own can be helpful in helping design your tutoring session. As a tutor, you can employ these strategies yourself and encourage your student to try them out should the opportunity to do so arise. Self-management is the ability to manage one's emotions, thoughts, and behaviors effectively in different situations and to achieve goals and aspirations. This includes the capacity to delay gratification, handle stress, and to accumulate the motivation and agency required for accomplishing personal and collective goals. There are many ways you can help your student engage in beneficial self-management. For example, if you notice that your student uses a lot of negative self-talk, encourage them to substitute in a positive or growth-oriented statement instead. You can also help your student to set goals and find practical ways of achieving them. Positive reinforcement is a great way to encourage your student to engage in effective self-management. Recognizing their hard work and achievement can go a long way. Social awareness is the ability to understand the perspectives of and empathize with others, including those from diverse backgrounds, cultures, and contexts. This includes the capacities to feel compassion for others and understand broader historical and social norms for behavior in different settings. Recognizing family, school, and community resources and supports is another key component of social awareness. Many strategies for practicing social awareness require group or similarly aged peers. That said, when tutoring one-on-one, you can still use and encourage socially aware conversation and behavior. For example, allow for bi-directional communication and create an environment where your student feels comfortable sharing their voice. Positive affirmations and keeping an open mind will encourage the development of this SEL skill. Relationship skills refer to the ability to establish and maintain healthy, and supportive relationships to effectively navigate settings with diverse individuals and groups. This includes the capacities to communicate clearly, listen actively, cooperate, and work collaboratively to solve problems. Additionally, developing one's relationship skills allows for constructive negotiation and resolution of conflicts, and facilitates the navigation of settings with different social and cultural demands and opportunities. As a tutor, providing leadership is an important element of relationship skills because part of your responsibility is to create an environment where your student feels comfortable seeking guidance. There are a variety of strategies for developing relationship skills. However, many of them rely on peer interaction. In a classroom, icebreakers and encouraging group work are excellent strategies. Even one-on-one icebreakers or introductory prompts can help both you and your student feel comfortable when working together. For example, you could each share a unique fact about yourselves or a challenge that you are currently facing. Responsible decision-making entails the capacity to make caring and constructive choices about personal behavior and social interactions across diverse situations. This means taking into account ethical standards and safety concerns, and evaluating the benefits and consequences of various actions. Once options have been assessed, responsible decision-making requires the ability to balance personal, social, and collective well-being in determining the optimal outcome. The POOCH system is a specific strategy that facilitates the development of responsible decision-making skills and habits. The acronym is as follows: P for identifying the problem, O for listing out options, O for determining positive outcomes of each option, and finally CH for making the best choice. SEL skills are applicable to nearly any situation that a person finds themselves in, and whether you realize it or not, you probably already use them regularly. Now that you're armed with explicit SEL knowledge, you can share these strategies with your student. For example, if your student is noticeably struggling in one of the 5 areas of SEL, it may be beneficial to model one of the strategies discussed to help them grow in that particular area. You'll be working with them one-on-one, so social awareness and relationship skills are less relevant than in a classroom setting. But just like the subject in which you are tutoring, SEL concepts that are learned in school can be reinforced by a tutor and vice versa. Your role as a tutor is to help your student learn in a particular subject, and part of that is sharing what you know so they can get the most out of their in-school experience. There is no separation of mind and emotions. Emotions, thinking, and learning are all linked. Eric Jensen. The following resources were used in the making of this video. If you would like to learn more about SEL, the CASTLE website is a good resource to use. The Khan Academy Kids application also has SEL material for younger students. Thank you for watching. We hope this overview provided a clear explanation of what social emotional learning is and how it can contribute to your tutoring.